Peace, family. This is Lions Den with another news and commentary. A guy named Ryan Whitlaw called the police on himself after being trapped at an escape room at a strip mall. This is a really weird story, so I'm going to go ahead and play this video and give you the rest of my commentary.
In an escape room, there are all kinds of clues. Getting in is usually the easy part.
So this is the kill room.
The way out is the challenge. But according to officials, Rye Wardlaw played the game a little differently.
Sure enough, somebody had managed to break their way into our business and trap themselves.
Rob Birdstrand owns Northwest Escape Experience. According to official documents, Wardlaw admitted he knocked off the back doorknob.
It was a piece of shrapnel just hanging there.
Then broke through a lockbox to see if the gas was working in the electrical room. And while there,
so we had a nice hole right here.
Rob says he smashed something through the wall.
Probably poked his eye through and was like, that's going to be too tough.
He did find a pretty big clue, though. Some keys. A good lead, but the challenge now, what do they unlock? According to court records, Rye says after he found those keys, he made his way into this empty space next to Northwest Escape Experience to eat his burrito and go to the bathroom. He then says he walked into the escape business. Now, he says he walked through the front doors. The owners say otherwise. Rob says that bang at 3:58 a.m. is the moment these lockers came crashing down. Behind them, the door to the empty space. He finally got in. I guess that's a win. Rob says Wardlaw celebrated by making his way back to the kitchen and...
Inside he found one lone beer that we use for a prop.
The Bud Light?
Yeah, the Bud Light, yeah.
Somewhere in this bizarre story, Wardlaw needed some help, so he called 911 on himself. Rob thinks that's Wardlaw yelling. Clark County deputies responded. Obviously a little confused as to where the heck they were too.
So what's funny is that the cops are actually, in a sense, playing escape room right now because they're trying to figure out how to get into here.
They eventually spotted Wardlaw walking away outside. His escape, only short-lived.
I'm actually happy to say we are the only escape room in the Northwest that has a 100% capture rate or a 0% escape rate for criminals.
In Hazeldale, Genevieve Rayome, K2 News.
Okay, fam, you saw what happened. Out of all the stories I just did, this criminal is the most stupidest criminal I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, you want to burglarize an escape room like this, and ladies and gentlemen, this is what happened in Vancouver, Washington. So the guy came in, burglarized, tried to get in this place, and thinking he got in and celebrated he got in, and then find a beer, which is really a prop. And obviously you got this escape room. And you try to get out of the escape room, but this guy couldn't even get out of the escape room. He tried to break in, but he can't get out. So he called 911 on himself. And even police couldn't find him. Even they tried to find where he's at. They couldn't find him inside because it's sort of like a maze, right? When you try to go in a maze and then all of a sudden you cannot get out of a maze. This is what happened on this story. So when the police finally found him, he was already outside. And so basically, it was a really crazy, this is the most crazy story I've ever done so far. But the thing of it is that he tried to, I guess he think he can burglarize any business, get what he get and get out. But unfortunately on this story, he didn't get a chance to do that. Because it's sort of like, this is an escape room. You got all these things going on. They can get in, but they can't get out. So, the officers finally found him. He's been arrested for burglary, of course. And the guy who did this room was, I guess, sending him a message that you can break in, but you can't break out. It's sort of like a humongous maze that you can come on in, but guess what? It's going to be hard enough to get you out of there. So So even though he's been arrested, he's been charged with burglary, of course. I guess he learned a lesson. You don't have to. You basically can't even just get in any type of business and thinking you can just get in, do what you do, get stuff out of that business and get out. Because in this room in Vancouver, Washington, this room right there, unless the guy that owns that business, the guy that owns that escape room could help you get out, there's no getting out on this one. So hopefully your lessons learned. Don't break into people's business and thinking they can get away with it. But in this case, he didn't get away with it, and he's just stuck right there until the cops finally found him, because they're in this situation. They couldn't find the guy, but everything else played out, and they finally found him. And again, like I said, they charged him with it. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this story. Share this video. Subscribe my YouTube channel. Subscribe my reaction channel, and subscribe my Black Johnson channel for more news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lionton signing off. Deuces.